Welcome back, people, to MG Sports TV. And one, I make it clear from the start of the show that I'm going to say some stuff that many might not like. I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about the squad. And as I said, many might not like it. Specifically, I don't think the midfield of this squad is good enough. I definitely don't think so. But same thing go. We have also another panelist in 433 Presser who will be joining us shortly. But let's get into YouTube. So please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, make all the YouTube stuff. Just get that out away, people, as best as possible. So we're gonna make 433 Presser join us right now. Presser, go on. 433 Presser.
MG, big up yourself. No, some there though. They are celebrate my 3 points over a weekend, you know. some teams never get 3 points over a weekend, so they have what talk in that place right now.
Away from home, 1 point is not bad. Away from, especially at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, but
a point is not bad.
Yeah, but before the Chelsea game, you pick up 1 point from 9. So this is a game where you look for bounce back. I get me, I say, against a very good opponent in Chelsea.
Exactly. Not guaranteed. Not at all guaranteed. And fine. Look on the teams that will play back to back. So you look on that. Liverpool. I think it was Liverpool. Liverpool, Inter Milan, and then Chelsea.
Newcastle.
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 Away. Exactly. Before
you play some good opponents. I get me, I say, but
results not go away. That's part of that.
I could see what this season take place in the latter stages, because I read something where say Liverpool this time last season, or by January, them did couple points ahead of Arsenal, and Arsenal finish higher than them. I get me, I say, so 9 points. I mean, to be fair, listen, I just bumped on. Yeah.
Man City, they're way behind as well. So, but behind Liverpool.
Yeah.
Who everybody expect to win it, same way. City. One step in the league, the chances are slim for everybody else. But that don't mean that we can't push. All right, so I could get to the Reggae Boyz. Press up. The thing is, the squad drop on Saturday. Today we are Monday. No people ask me why me always my match reaction is so long. Because immediately after the press conference done, I know a whole lot of people are go live. So rather than bombard the region or the category, everybody go live one time. I said no, it just makes sense. So I say, let me just wait a little bit. So we can have a proper assessment. A proper assessment of the squad. And there are key points and actually things me help, and I said, why I really like how this look in some aspects of the squad. So let me just bring up the squad first. Boop. Why don't you use the JFF one? Use the JFF one? No, sir, I'm not use the JFF one. I'm not going to use the JFF one. I use the one I'm create. I think the one I'm create kind of probably more visible. I don't know. Big up yourself, people in the comment section. Ranking, big up yourself. Nigel, big up yourself. Blessings, rankings. I think the squad has too much defenders and has not much midfielders. We need to cut that out soon. Agree. Safety first, the coach says. Coach says safety first. You know what I mean? Anyways, this is what the squad look like, people. A squad of defenders, technically. A squad of defenders. Splinter, big up. Clayton Drummond, big up yourself. Akeem, Chantilou, big up yourself. Nigel, Garden, big up yourself as well. Rajic, big up on yourself. Massive respect. Looking at this squad, me I say, before the squad drop, I think 2 days before the squad drop, I did a video and said, we cannot go into the USA game with a midfield like that. We cannot. And since then, the midfield actually worsened. The midfield actually worsened since the last set up. One, now injury is a key point of why the midfield has gotten worse in the absence of Bobby Reid, and that alone made me know that the midfield has gotten significantly worse. Unfortunately, we have to work over that. All right, I'm going to run through this. What we're going to do, I'm going to assess the players that have been called. Have a look at it. So, press up before start assessing the player. What are your thoughts on the squad overall?
I mean, honestly, in terms of the squad, I like consistency within squads, right? I think so far, since Steve McLaren has been the coach, the core of the squad is consistent, right? We see changes here and there in terms of new introduction of players that potentially can help us in the future, such as Mason Holgate, Isaac Hayden since recently. We know the biggest name of the bunch in terms of what people want to see, and that is Mason Greenwood, right? However, them say we have to be patient surrounding that. In terms of the squad itself, I was looking for John Russell to get back into the squad due to his recent form. The coach at the time in the last break basically said to the fans that players need to be playing football. John Russell at the time wasn't playing much. Went on a run of like 4 games or so, had wonderful performances, really crucial in helping his team. And then we see a player like Isaac Hayden getting selected and not John Russell. So you kind of question them type of thing there. So I say, obviously expected Bailey to get back into the squad. So I'm quite happy with the squad. One too many defender for me. Midfield a bit weak because we don't see John Russell in there. And if I go grade him, I say like 7.5 out of 10, maybe, basically.
That's a lot. Roger, go on.
That is my boss. Everything.
Yeah, man.
Alright. Damn, man, I tune in and listen.
All right. Yeah, that's a very fair assessment. Specifically surrounding the Isaac Hayden situation. And for me, it is actually the most, should I say, surprising part of it. Because, as I said, I did a video about it. And when I fastest to see somebody get their passport. This is the fastest I see someone get their passport for Jamaica. Fast. Like, 2 weeks, bam, passport in a hand. 2 weeks, bam, passport in hand. Basically, you cannot say, boy, really and truly, the same can be said for many of the other players, but there are other factors surrounding those issues. But 2 weeks just like that, boom, passport in the hand. Go for sure, say, then what is happening? People, in the comment section, I beg you to hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Moby said, is Dixon playing football? Why are you guys always talking about Hayden? All right, fine. We're gonna get to the Dixon and Hayden comparison, Moby, because I see this narrative going around. Certainly, it's one to have a conversation about the Dixon not playing and Hayden not playing, and I will clarify that. We need to clarify that 100%. But so as soon as we reach each player, what that's going to get clarified specifically. All right, so I'm going to start with the goalkeepers. Andre Blake, we all know Andre Blake is the number one. Will always be, will be, no matter what the situation. So I don't think anyone will say anything much about Andre Blake. He's number one. He's the best goalkeeper Jamaica have. Practically one of the best goalkeeper in Jamaica history. So he's no doubt about it. Second up is Jamal Wade, and that's also understandable. Then now we have Shaquan Davis as the third man up. Many persons will even ask about a Connor Boyce Clark. We're not really sure what's the situation on that. But sometimes it doesn't make sense. 4 goalkeepers and really and truly you're not play. You never go play a second one. You're really chance of the second one playing is very, very rare. Next up we have defenders, Richard King, we have Dexter Lembikisa, we have Greg Lay. Let's just adjust all players. Richard King, I think him look good. So he still look good last night. He played versus Via Phoenix. We get what we normally get from Richard King, a solid defensive display. He was actually playing more so in the central CDM position last night as well. I have an eye on that. I say, I wonder if Rudolph's feeling kind of, because the coaches at the game kind of showed him, say, hey, Richard King can also play in that position. That look something aspect right there. That could be the case. But he looked really, really good in the game. Solid in midfield in the middle of the park when he steps in the middle of the park as well. So calm and composed, sometimes too calm, sometimes too calm. Even though you lose the ball, but sometimes kind of get a panic there. Like I said, blows out skirt, lose the ball. But he looked technically sound in that in the CDM position last night. But other than that, Richard King, I think most persons would expect to see Richard King as a part of the setup. Dexter Lembikisa, he's the one. Last time he came, wasn't playing. I tell us that boy, it never did look good. If I'm being honest, it never looked good for Dexter at all the last time. You did watch the game. You see the home game out play. The man was blowing through his ears. Me I say, oh, this no look good. The man he couldn't manage none at all. That's the last game when played still. And that is how you see Tavan Gray actually stepped in, just to showcase what he can do. Not playing a lot of minutes, mostly been on the bench so far, but three appearances out of so far in the season. Not necessarily bad, I would say. Not necessarily bad in all aspects for the new team when they. But at the end of the day, that's football. Next player we're going to look at is Greg Lay. Now, for me, I think Greg Lay always gives his best. I always think Greg Lay gives his best as best as he can. So I don't really have an issue. With Greg Lay. And most of the time, Greg Lay is always consistently playing for many different reasons. He's a good player. So he's always consistently playing. So I have little to no worry about Greg Lay at all. Next up in the squad, we have is you have no problem with Ball so far?
No, don't think me say it's Dexter Lembiki. So I agree with you in terms of last game for Jamaica against Honduras. So a couple of the players who have a really slow start to them season in terms of the lack of game time, right? Compared to others who them play consistently for them club. And if you look at the squad, the players who actually play consistently, them kind of dip on a better form compared to the ones who are not playing much football. In that Honduras game, I actually wanted Tavan Gray to start. Reason being on merit. Him play good against Nicaragua, him take him chance. He has been playing consistently in the MLS for his team. So you play him against Honduras at the National Stadium. However, him up to go with Lembikis and, due to the fact that Lembikis are not playing much football, 3 games so far this season, it affects him, because when you start the season, you want to play as much games to kind of get yourself in that rhythm. So when you fall upon international break, you can help your country as well. So not a problem with the defender them, but, 1 and 2 man kind of, not upon the best of form right now, which Dexter Lembikis are falls in that bracket.
All right, good point. For me, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Tavan get the nod for this game over Dexter. Because he might play more consistent. Actually, he might play a whole heap of minutes. He might play a lot of minutes. So he might come in this game with consistency, sharpness, match fitness. He might come with everything. More so than Dexter Lembikis do. But the idea, as I said, the coach is definitely the coach's decision on that part. Next up we have on the list is Amari Bell coming back into the setup. Yeah, not playing consistent amount of where their performance is concerned, but he's looking good. He's still looking good. I think he's our best fullback. I think he's our best fullback overall. Ahead of Gray, I'd have Lembikisa, Gray, and also Greg Lay. I think Amar Bell definitely. So I have no qualms at all with Amar Bell coming back now fully fit and start playing more consistent. As you can see, it's a better performance from Amar Bell. So I'm not worried. Even if we have one of the centre backs out, I think Amar Bell is the type of player can slot into that position and not worry because he's very, very competent. Then now we have Ethan Pinnock. A lot of persons are asking about Ethan Pinnock. I don't know what the situation is. Is there any recent report about Ethan Pinnock or anything like that we hear, Persa?
I'm not hearing about Ethan Pinnock.
Exactly.
Team over the weekend.
Exactly. So I'm supposed to be okay. I'm supposed to be okay then. No issues with Ethan Pinnock. Can't have any issues with Ethan.
I look on Google now. I'm not seeing nothing pop up about him. So I think he's good.
Yeah. Then now Mason Holgate. What are your thoughts on his debut?
Well, first off, all right. So the first game, his official debut was against Honduras, right? Him do come against Nicaragua, but his official debut would have considered against Honduras, seeing that it's at the National Stadium. The first half performance from Holgate wasn't impressed. A lot of long balls, gave away the ball cheaply at moments in time. Honduras kind of take opportunity at that and them kind of hit us on the break quickly, which it could have led to a goal. And if them did have a proper strike up front, them would have beat Jamaica, to be honest, right? I just feel like the first half for me, it outweighed too much of the second half in terms of it was more bad than good for me in terms of what we see from Mason Holgate. So I'm not going to say it was a bad debut, but wasn't really impressed.
Yeah. Same for me. And I tell people if what Mason Woolgate did on his debut, Richard King did that. Not Richard King. Damian Lowe did that. They were Jamaican supporters are cut off in head.
No, definitely.
Would have lambast him.
and listen, even the Woolgate inclusion in this squad, right? When I say I'm not gonna have good games for Jamaica, but the overall makeup of the player, I don't think he adds much quality to this, Jamaican defense. When we look at Ethan Pinnock when he started to play for Jamaica, Ethan Pinnock is of so much quality that we know him go add to Jamaica. You get me? I say like him really improved the defense, not only in terms of his skill set, but just how him command that back line and push them forward and them type of thing there. Which Woolgate, for as experienced as he is playing in the Prem and now in the Championship, still not at that level where you can say these are his outstanding qualities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true. Funny still, I think he has been playing more consistent now, getting some consistent 90 minutes. So it's a good look for him. And I'm very hopeful that because he's now playing some consistent football, he will coming into this game with a bit of match sharpness and a bit of nuance.
The last two games he played 90 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah, me see the games them. So me hopeful say when he coming at this game now, him coming with a little bit more match sharpness and understanding. Now, albeit it was his debut, not much time for training the team. So hopefully McLaren can drill what he wants in his head. So hopefully we can get that level of performance from him next time around. Damian Lowe, we don't need to touch on Damian Lowe. I think we all know Damian Lowe, vice captain, we know what to expect. And fun fact, I think Damian Lowe has been really, really better the last couple of games for that he has played for Jamaica. No long ball, he carried the line and break the line, recover pace. And it's been, I think personally, has been really good. I can't find reasons to complain about Damian Lowe of recent 4 or 5 games that he has played for Jamaica. We agree, I probably have some different stands on that.
No, I agree. For as much as we cost Damian Lowe, I think there's still a level of expectancy and performance that we get from Damian Lowe. If you look at his overall gameplay for Jamaica, oftentimes it is good. I just that in certain moments you kind of find him do some things where you don't want him to do on the pitch, But in overall game, sometimes it is good. It's better than a lot of the other centre backs that we have. You get me? I say it's just that him just kind of losing at that moments in time and maybe do attack away I say you have to kind of do that and thing, but it's still a good addition and inclusion in the squad overall. So I'm happy with his inclusion.
Yeah, I think he's the type of player like watch him good, enjoy the game and then just out of nowhere just say what where did that and then just enjoy the game. So
and to be honest as well, MG, the one thing when I say Damian Lowe do under the new coach is this like long ball thing. You get me? I say, the only game we starting was with Woolgate actually doing it, and everybody that say, that kind of remind me of Damian Lowe and where we don't want to be. Is it because we're trying to move away from that?
We'll move away from that, and that's why what Woolgate did was they stand out that much. That's why they stand out that much. Nevertheless, not bad. So for me, still not. I think Ethan Pinnock is a rock in the defense. I think he's going to be the one where consistently, no matter what, he will be the one first name on the team sheet. It's going to be a tough task, a battle for between Damian Lowe and the next person we'll call in Deshaun Bernard. I think he has been fairly decent so far. He's having a decent season for his club in the Championship. He's having a decent season and now playing more regularly. So Jason Goodness have to do some research about Pinnock. For what research? What on Jason? If there's something on that one, only if you talk about.
Tell Jason so would I try to find out if not on team, so unless you have information.
If you have exactly, must do some research on Pinnock. Why say that? Why say that? Big up John Peel fan. Why say that? If there's information we don't know, like if there's something to him, nothing wrong if you say it. Will he be in or out? Because we don't say nothing bad about him. I will not say nothing overly good about him. So
the last game him playing at the Prem over the weekend in play, so I'm not seeing the reports him injured or anything like that.
But he must if you do some research, I don't know. Daddy Dean said heard Pinnock not coming. Yeah, but is it confirmed? We don't know. We don't know. We don't get information, so we not come here come talk about things we not get officially. So Jason, since you said do some research, it must mean that you have it. You must have it. he must have it at hand then. So what's the issue? So tell us what's the issue. If you know, me not know. Puno said, we heard he's not coming. Who say him not come? Me don't know. Who say him not come? Who say him not come? Oh, so Jason said him get a knock and we'll be doing a scan today. All right. Let me see something. What up on Twitter? I know. Twitter go.
We just learn about that, Jason, because somebody that asked about Pinnock and we say we never see no information about him.
Ethan Pinnock. Let me see. Let me see. Latest news. Ethan Pinnock. Injury. All right.
But overall, the selection of the defenders, you know, I like it. I think it can get any better than that. You get me? I say, in the future, I hope the coach can recruit some fullbacks, especially on that right hand side. You know, maybe like a Max Aarons or whatever the case is, because I think we can use with one more fullback in terms of somebody with quality. Because we don't really. The left hand side, I'm comfortable with Amari Bell and Greg Lee. But however, the right hand side, I feel like we can use a bit more experience and quality in terms of a right fullback. You know them way they are a right back.
All right, so, well, 1 second. Me, I did the research, but me not find nothing at all where about that. Me not find nothing where that is concerned. The club not post nothing. The club not post nothing at all. Nothing. Me not find nothing at all on that.
Jason still in the chat?
Yeah, I'm still in the chat, but Jason, me not see nothing at all on that. Me I do research, me I check it. You know what? Let me check Brentford page. Me go to Brentford them website. Now go to the website. Now go to the website and see. Now go on the website normally. Brentford. Go over Brentford FC. Latest. Check the latest news. Latest men's news. Except Cookie. First team biggest threat ahead of. No, that's not it. So highlight and match report. Injury update. First team injury update. So I go by first team injury update section. Thiago Nunes. Thiago and Nunes. No, I'm not saying nothing at all. Nothing at all. Even on the official website, I'm not saying nothing at all. Jason, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not saying nothing at all. You tell me check on it. I'm not seeing anything at all on Ethan Pinnock. I'm not seeing nothing on Twitter. I'm not seeing nothing on Google. I'm not seeing nothing on Brentford website. So, and let me check the game, Brentford. No, I believe him play full 90.
He can play full 90 the last game.
He play full 90. So where this come from now? Where is this coming from now? He play full 90. So them saying personal IG. So let me see. Let me check. No, nothing on Ethan Pinnock IG. Go up on Brentford IG as well. Nothing on Brentford's IG. Nothing from Ethan Pinnock IG and nothing from Brentford IG about any injuries. Nothing at all. All right, so I'm going to go on Brentford Twitter. Okay, so here we're going to know. This is going to be interesting. The next game Brentford will play seems to be Chelsea. Chelsea? No, Everton. I'm play Everton the next game. I wonder if them. Okay, I'm not gonna say it. Won't say it at all. Hey, me not see nothing, yeah? Me not see nothing. So for now, me not have to go with it. I mean, me not have to go with it for now. Me not see nothing, Jason. So
John Peel, big up yourself. John Peel, I say, why so much centre back? Well, MG, me that say something, but me not say I go disagree there. Is it me I say? In terms of the centre backs that we bring, the one individual would have dropped the car and an ex midfielder would have been Richard King.
Why?
Well, reason being, if you look at the centre backs, right, you have Damian Lowe, Mason Woolgate, Ethan Pinnock, and Deshaun Bernard, right? I think those individuals are of much better quality than Richard King. And when you play a team like the United States and you're looking for a difference maker, bringing on a centre back is not necessarily going to be a difference maker unless feel like see out a game if you have like a 1-0 scoreline or whatever the case is, or a 2-1 game, and you try like, really solidify the defense. But still you have a player like Bernard who can come off the bench and whatever the case is, or if a Damian Lowe further off a bench or Mason Woolgate, one out of them, you get me? I think they're of much better quality. So I would have sacrificed King. Not that he's a bad player or anything, but just to bring that extra midfield player that can actually maybe come off of the bench and change the shape of a game. I get me? Because oftentimes the games are won in the midfield, and you might ask about the forward line, whom would have sacrificed? Money sacrifice Dixon reason being he's a shining light. Whenever I'm come on, him oftentimes try provide something for the team and the rest of attacking players as well. I think nobody want to disagree them selection, you see me? So that's how I say one too many centre backs. You get me? I say?
Yeah. I don't argue with that. For me, still, for me personally, I want to see Richard King in a setup. For me, that's for me. Just like how you have your opinion. As I said, not all wrong with that. That's a very good point and explains itself really, really well. For me, I still want to see him as a part of the setup.
Well, John Peel, would I go with John Russell, but I don't know what I'm going for John Russell.
But he will problem now. We have centre backs, Richard King, Ethan Pinnock, Mason Woolgate, Damian Lowe, Deshaun Bernard. That's 5. How much is going to play?
How much centre back we bring? 5?
5.
So 2 are going to play. Well, unless, as them say, unless it's a back 3, I go play. But more than likely, say 2 are going to play.
2 are going to play.
So Pinnock and Damian Lowe.
And 2 are going to play next game as well.
Eh?
And same 2 are going to play next game as well.
Yeah, so I could say Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe go start, right? Yeah, Woolgate.
Ethan Pinnock, Damian Lowe start both games.
Eh?
Say Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe start both games. What does that left us with?
So you have Woolgate and Bernard on the bench, right?
Woolgate, Bernard, and King on the bench. We're not going to get a look in.
So this is what I'm going to say. If we bring an extra midfield player, right?
Yeah, one extra midfield player. We need to bring at least 3 extra midfield players. So we're going to jump 2 at the centre back them, probably 2 at centre back them, and 2 at full back them.
No, you can't drop 2 full back.
Yes, man, you can drop 2 full back.
No, man, you have to have cover 1 at full back them. Because remember, say, you have Tape Gray, Dexter on the right, Greg Lee, and Bell on the left, isn't it?
Greg Lee, Amar Bell on the left.
Yeah.
And say, Tavan Gray play on the right. Dexter Lembikisa plays both left and right back.
Yeah, but watch out now. You see, MG, we can't be hypocritical in the sense that when Hal Grimson was at the helm, we said we don't believe in playing players out of position, right? If you ask me, Dexter Lembikisa is more of a right back than a left back. Right or wrong?
But the thing is, at even Lembikisa, when he's at Wolves, he play both right and left back. So it's not I understand that Lati Bodier can jump in at the right back position as well. Lati can play centre back as well.
Well, yeah, you make a good point in that, right?
And this man is playing Lati Bodier at central midfield, in which we all agree say it's not his best position. He's doing a job, but he's not doing his best position. We have two left back, and two right back. See? So me personally think, I personally think we need 3 more midfielders. 3 more midfielders. I think we need more midfielders. I may agree on that. Who you gonna drop? That's the question. Because somebody will get hurt. It doesn't matter who. So if you have, say I have, for me, the 3 who I keep as centre back, Bernard, Lua, Pinnock. The 2 full back them, or the 3 full back, Tavan, probably Greg Lader get left. Probably Greg Lader get left.
Disagree. Greg Lee has been one of our better players in a lot of games in recent times. I get me, I say, very consistent. So, yeah, even if you not play for Amar Bell, you still have that quality on the bench. You get me, I say?
But and if Amar Bell, hypothetically speaking, fine, Amar Bell don't come off, I feel. Me not say that will happen, no. Just I say, if Amar Bell don't come off, I feel kind of get no injured none, and able fit enough to play both games. What do you do then?
Listen, the way me see it, you need cover for the fullback, so Mono drop none of them. So Mono just have to go drop King personally. You get me? I say, because
but you need 3 midfielders.
No, not necessarily, because you already have Latibody here.
You think one single midfielder alone can improve the squad?
No, it's not about one single midfielder improving the squad alone. But what I try to say is, if you look on the midfielders that we bring, you have Latibody here, Isaac Hayden, Cara Anderson, Casey Palmer, Tariq Magee, right? Now, more than likely, I don't know the fitness level of Isaac Hayden, really and truly, but let's assume that he's...
Isaac cannot play 45 minutes of football.
But I could assume same I go play, right? I could say he's a surprise package and he go play.
Yeah.
So Isaac Hayden, and you'd say him and Latibody would have start in a double pivot if you play a 4-2-3-1?
Yes.
All right, so him and Latibody here. And then more than likely, Casey Palmer would have played the 10, seeing that Bobby Reed is not around, right? So may I say, you have Casey Palmer as the number 10.
Why? Charger star. No, sir.
So Casey
can manage a role.
MG, you know, so I look up something recently. Whenever Casey Palmer has played predominantly further up the pitch, whether as a number 8 or as a number 10, his performances, they have been better for both club and country.
For we?
Yeah, man. Anytime he play, not necessarily number 10, but anytime he play further up the pitch, in performances, in maturity, much higher compared to when he play deeper. Because he doesn't play deep, or we play him deep. Cara Anderson doesn't play in a double pivot. You know, he not really predominantly play deep for him team. His best performances for for Charlton and Jamaica. Well, not Jamaica so much, because we hardly play him further up the pitch, but his best performances for Charlton are when he play further up the pitch, like whether as a 8 or just a further up more. You get me? I say. So a lot of the players who play deep, they don't really play deep for them club, and you can see it within them performances. You get me? I say. So, Muno play Tariq Magee as number 10 against USA, a much better opponent. So, I give to Casey Palmer. So, I try to say, if you have Latibody here, Isaac Hayden and Casey Palmer starting at the midfield, right? You have Cara Anderson left back, and Tariq Magee. So, when you bring in like a generous, and his recent performances, him coming off the bench can change the shape of a game, or if it was a Raphael Morrison, you see me I say?
No.
Yes, I agree. People, I don't know how I'm going with MG something just now. It must drop off. But let me say the people in the comment section. I said, I can't bring up no comments, people. Friday say MG, what you talk say?
Yeah, I said no, Moon, I wouldn't start Tariq Magee. This is going to be a workman type of game. So I wouldn't start Tariq Magee. Now I'm gonna work, but the work with me one for me. a game like this, personally, I have no problem having Latibody in Midlight Park because me know say it's not gonna be a rough, rigid game. Very, very rough and physical game. So I would have no problem having Latibody in Midlight Park for this one. Because we need a bit of work rate there. And this is a game of scraps, so we're going to depend on scraps to get something out of it. One, we won't have a lot of possession, which means that we're going to do a lot of work without the ball. So we can't have nobody where I got probably be a liability. That's the reason why I said I'm very worried if Isaac can start in this game.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily in shape to play a 90 minutes, especially at this level.
And what I will say to that, I'm a bit more concerned. Me add to that as well. I'm a bit more concerned with the players or the lot of players that can play deep in that midfield for provide a bit of steal. I get me, I say, especially against a team like USA, because again, you know, Karen Anderson for me and everybody know this. He's not a CDM. Is me, I say he's more like a 8 box to box. Let me go there. You know, we cannot turn him into that type of midfielder there where I go give with the steal and give with the fight and give with the tackle them. So obviously him and Isaac Hayden, those are Latibody is not natural to that position, but we cannot turn him into that type of player. So you have Latibody, Isaac Hayden, who is natural. You know, Tariq Magee is not natural to that position. Kara Anderson is not natural to that position. And Casey Palmer is not natural to that position as well. You see me? So we're missing maybe like 1 or 2 more players who can provide steal in that midfield. Unless you're going to take up Damian Lowe and put him in the midfield. You see me? I say, we're going to provide some tackles and them type of thing there. You know what I mean? So you're kind of right in the sense that maybe we're not bringing enough midfield players, you know?
Because as I said, no, one, this both games are going to come under a lot. I mean, a lot of stress. But at the end of the day, the issue that I'm having is we are going to be working a lot without the ball. Without the ball. Jesse Guna keep on the same have a scan. I got to do Ethan Pinnock. But when Jason Guna, Jason Guna, you say we need to do research. We did the research, I would not find nothing. Can you just tell us where you get where see that information there? Or if you don't want to tell me, point us one direction where see the information there? Because in keep on say Ethan Pinnock do a scan today. Where that information come from? Where that come from? Okay. Anyways, but so we can move on in midfield. This is a problem here for us. This is a problem here for us. We touched on the defense already. This is a problem here for us. Casey Palmer. As just a Casey Palmer, you don't want to see Casey Palmer in the 10?
Yeah, and me just look on fact, but I look on him last couple of performances and in match rating. You know, it has been when he has played further up the pitch, whether as a 8 or as a number 10. You get me? I say, and this is for club. Another game we play a 4-4-2. Which team we did play again? In this game we played Honduras in that 2-1 victory. We played a 4-4-2. We played as a 8 beside Latibody, and both of them, well, Palmer had a 7.2 match rating and Latibody had a 7.0 match rating. You get me? I say. So I just kind of show you say when he play further up the pitch, he has better performances for both club and country.
Well, I'm interested to see it still, but you know, you're in a different thing. But I mean, football tricky, you know. When you got the game and watch with the 2 years, you know, boy, it look different from
against Cuba as well.
Yeah.
Cuba plays a number 8, 7.9 match rating, you see me? And if we go to his performances when he play in the double pivot, in match rating them a bit less. So it kind of goes to show that you know when he plays further out the pitch or you know right really central, him offer more to the game. You see me? I say. Good point. Good point. It interesting still. Make we try it and see. Make we try it and see. And see where we go. So me could move a case. So that's a Casey Palmer. Yeah, I have no issue with Casey Palmer. He's actually playing football, not as consistent as I would like him to be, but I'm okay with what's happening. Kara Anderson. Now another player where you know questions are asked. I say, boy, is he playing consistent enough? All that kind of stuff. Because I think that's a very valid question where Kara is concerned. He's not necessarily playing consistent football, but he's playing. A youngster, just 21 years old. I think that Kara, 20 years old, exactly. 30 years, just turned 22. So
the reason why Kerai will always be involved is he has high potential, very high potential. And last time, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Kerai is 20 years old, and we can't only be thinking about 2026, which is 2 years from now. We have to think about 2030. And with Kerai potential, 3 years from now, we really don't know the levels we might hit. But we are really hoping that he might hit that level where him start break into our Premier League teams are looking at him, or even he's bringing him go to the Premier League itself, and he's in top shape, top form, playing extremely well, and that would just show good power. So for me, a 20-year-old, even if him not consistently a player, I have no issue at all where that is concerned, because he has the quality, he has lots of quality that we need at the present moment, and I think he's just going to get better. Manabala said Kerai will drop soon. He's not playing well. Well, if we drop him, we're going to drop him, bring in 130-year-old or 128-year-old. Think about it, right? Drop Kerai and this 20-year-old, you know, will show a lot of potential. Drop him and bring in 128-year-old, where 2 years from now I'm at 30, and then we can't get more time again. Logically, if you think about squad building, that no make no sense at all. That look like it's a play for no. What we can get no. Well, you know, like you start a business and you want money no, you want rich no. That no make no sense. That no make no sense at all. Owen said, why would you select Anderson over Russell? I don't think that's the issue there, Owen. The issue is, why didn't you select Russell? It's not a matter of Anderson over Russell. It's a matter of why didn't you select Russell? Or midfield potential can't help us no, and that's the problem we have, Manavala, because we are so hyper-focused on what we can get no, and that is the killer. That is what hamper anything near possibilities of you achieving anything in life. Anytime you pick up a mindset of where you can get no, you are in trouble. It's not a matter of Kerai Anderson over Russell. It's a matter of Kerai should be in the team and Russell also should be in the team. That's how I view it. I could be wrong. What do you think about that, person?
Yeah. I don't have a problem with Kerai Anderson in the team. You know, let me tell you, two players in particular. Before Steve McLaren was the coach, right? Enough people used to cuss Casey Palmer. Enough people used to, not gonna say them cuss Anderson, but they used to say Anderson already. You see me? And with them, take a look on both players, you know, watch videos and look on some statistics of these both players, right? I mean, I say, but really and truly, Kerai Anderson, we play him out of position. I get me, I say, when he play for him team and he play further out the pitch, you know, he's a player that can pass the ball, he's a player that can, you know, move into space, him score goals, see him club every now and then, before he was in the first team. You see me, I say? So he's a good player that we have to embed into this team. And the thing with national teams is that you have to build a program for the future, because by the time 2026 fall, they have some players who are going to start phase out in terms of age, and they're going to become a bit older. So you need players like Kerai Anderson. Whilst he makes the progression at the club level, he'll also make that progression in the national team as well. So I don't have a problem with him. However, John Russell should have been in the team as well. So it's not a case where John Russell must replace Kerai Anderson. You see me I say? It's a case where somebody within the squad should have get dropped for John Russell, and as me say, one too many centre backs, you see me? Or if not one too many centre backs, one too many defenders.
That I agree on 100%. That at least made up on the same page with that.
But let me ask you a question. What the coach did say about John Russell again? Come here, say Jason did ask a question to the coach about John Russell. How did he say again?
I think he asked in the lines of why wasn't John Russell selected based on the fact that he's in a really good form, and that's a position that we did up there in. I never remember what was it. I don't even remember the coach reply. I didn't even remember the coach reply. But I know I saw something I say, well, you know, maybe one reason where in part they not really necessarily answer the question the same way. Definitely. Next up we have is, let me see, Joel Latibadier. He's what we have. We can't do without him at this present moment. How we go about how go about assessing Latibo there? Playing out of possession, but yet still he is consistent in our middle of our park. And really and truly, at this present moment, it look like we can do without him in our middle park as well, because his defensive attributes, we need it. So for me personally, as much as I don't think he's the ideal central what we need, but at this present moment, he's just a stopgap. We're very, very efficient. Not the best, but him efficient, and what we just work with him.
Before we move to Latibo there, JCD said he was going to after this window. He said he was going to after this window really look at the player. Not sure why he would wait until after this window. And this is why I have problems with McLaren, MG and Jason. Like the hypocrisy that spews from him at times. I don't know if he knows him do it, but again, the last window he was stated that the player needs to be playing football. John Russell has went on a span of 4 to 5 games in which his match ratings have been around 7 or 8. I get me, I say scoring goals, getting assists, and whatever the case is. So I'm a player, and you tell me that I need to be playing football. I start to play football. The coach is giving me opportunities, and I'm showing to the coach at the club level that this is what I can do, and this is why I should remain a staple in the team. No national selection for that. I'm gonna get a selection after I start playing 4 or 5 games. When a man gets selected when he playing a football right now, you get me? I say
that's true.
And many Reggae Boyz fans, me look at the countless shows when enough people say, "Yo, they want to see John Russell back in the midfield."
How John Russell feel right now, if you know, sir? The team lack a central defensive midfielder. The recruiting staff of the team is going all out for a defensive midfielder, and they went for Isaac Hayden. It's a case in which we're working with name of player rather than player who are currently playing. And as if I was John Russell, I'd say this is unfair. This is very, very unfair, because I'm fulfilling all of the required criteria specifically for the position that is needed in the team. But yet still, you look past me saying that I wasn't playing and pick someone who's not playing. How you explain that? That's a big question. For me, still not. I already said. I'm gonna go to the next player. Who else will leave? Terry Magee. Let's touch on Terry Magee. No, Terry Magee last camp had one good game, had one bad game. After a good game, a lot of persons were saying yes, rated, myself included. After a bad game, now you have the vultures and come out. I said this is not rated. Fun fact: many persons in that game, the second game, did not play well. I was at the game. And even Casey Palmer had a horrible game. But the target was terrible. Easy target. Very, very easy target. So, but at the end of the day, that's just football fandom. Me look on that. I still believe, though, some of the qualities that Tarek Magee have is what we lack. And that's the reason why we end up having to go to him. He might not be the player of the level that we want him to be, but because that quality, only other player we can depend on with them qualities, would that be? When name? Bad baller from Ravel. Ravel is all other player with those qualities, those specific qualities. Them specific qualities there. But many would say that why I would want to see Ravel ahead of Tariq, because he has the quality plus the level. Unfortunately, Ravel was not picked. For whatever reason that maybe I don't know. And even a lot of people, if you understand this, there are many factors in selecting a team. There are many factors in selecting a team. Now, let me give you a good example. Well, I'm not going to put it. Some players can't come because of small reasons. I know that you want to see them in the team, but some players have issues why they can't come. And thus, let's say, they just get left out. But some players don't have no issues I want to play and still get left out, it's going to make it look like say, that's the case for everybody. And that's not the case. And that's the case. But I'm gonna give one of players over talk about. But for me, I have no issue with Tariq McGee. For me, we actually need more midfielders. We actually need more midfielders. And as I understand that this is a part of the squad where we have a long discussion, and solely because this is where the biggest issue lies. What are your thoughts? You think Tariq deserves a chance, or you think?
No, definitely. Let me say this. Enough people they want Tariq McGee feel in the last international window. Kind of said, I told you so. And football fans at times who can be a bit, we can exaggerate things a lot, or we wish bad for others, because yes, him playing at USL and whatever the case is, right? But some people make it seem as if they know football more than you say them say. Now, sure, it's a Tariq McGee now go play good no Ray. You might look at one bad game and they want to say, me tell you, say no dog. So no more football than you see me, I say. But in all honesty, he was involved in 2 goals in the Nicaragua game. He played well. And listen, he had a bad game against Honduras. Many other players were bad.
Bad in the game then.
Yeah. So I think that the player was given his opportunity. I think he did enough against Nicaragua. And he deserves this call up again, I just forgot, against a tougher opponent. And if given the opportunity to go on the pitch, you have to kind of prove yourself again against a tougher opposition. For sure, the coach say, listen, I play in a USL, I'm going to play against big team week in, week out. But in terms of my talent level and my work rate, I can definitely offer something to this team. I get me, I say? So I'm kind of happy with the selection. But before we move on, MG, I really assess the midfield. And if I go grade the midfield, I'll probably get all a 2 out of 10. Big man thing. Yeah. Reason being, Isaac Hayden, we've not seen Isaac Hayden in a while, right? We played football last season, but we're not talking about last season, we're talking about this season, right? So we don't know the fitness level. We don't know what's up with him in terms of what he's going to contribute to the team, whether I'm going to start or not. So, mark him off of the list, right? Casey Palmer, happy with the selection. Tariq McGee against a USA, we don't know if I'm going to start. I get me, I say? Kara Anderson doesn't play well in that double pivot. We've seen countless times. Casey Palmer as well. So the only player that can consistently give you a good performance, so we know is Joel Latibody. You get me, I say?
Yeah.
Because we know Anderson now go play good in the double pivot. Not saying he's not going to ever have a good game in that position, because we see 1 and 2 games when he play good in there. But he's not natural. He has probably had more mediocre performances in that position compared to good. So you exclude him, you mark him off of the list. As Mr. Casey Palmer, he's not that type of player. He plays further up the pitch as an 8 or as a number 10. You see me, I say? So you would have want him venture forward. Against Cuba, he played as an 8. He played well. Everybody praised him. And again, Tariq McGee, we see him do against Nicaragua. He was good. Play bad against Honduras. Fair enough. Players have bad games. Comes back into the team. So really and truly, we don't have enough quality in this midfield that we selected. You see me, I say? There's not much in this midfield.
All right. So let me just have a look at Isaac Hayden minutes so far. Let me tell you something, people. So we're going to touch on the Isaac Hayden situation. So I'm like you bring it up.
And again, MG, I know say JC said something in the comment section, say we could have been happy with Isaac Hayden in the squad and John Russell because it provides that balance. But to me, it's not about the balance. It's about when the coach comes out and says that you need to be playing football, right?
Yes.
We don't have any football that Isaac Hayden is playing right now.
All right, so let me show you something, right? The last game Isaac Hayden played was on the 4th of May. That's the last competitive game Isaac Hayden played. Presser, you're bright, you count how much months since May to over there right now. We're looking at almost 7 months, right?
Yeah.
May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 7 months. 7 months hasn't played competitive football. Within 7 months, he has 90 minutes for Newcastle U21 team. That's the only competitive game he has played since then. Newcastle U21. 1 game in play. So nobody.
Was that against FC Halifax?
People,
I wonder if for the FC Halifax game, because I see 1 game back in October.
Newcastle senior team. He does not train with the senior team. He does not train with the senior team.
Yeah, this is the game, MG. He played 60 minutes in this game, and this was October 1st. So basically, he not play football in a month then. Month and odd.
60 minutes. No, that 60 minutes was the U21 game.
Yeah, that game the October 1st.
Yeah, but between May to the 14th October, 60 minutes of U21 football game. How can that help us? Listen to this fallacy now. I'm going to show no fallacy. The fact he put in the team is clearly more about him knowing the player ability on a personal level. It's obviously can't be argued by using the minutes argument. Madness, Jason Guna. Madness. Stupidity that. Stupid comment that Jason Guna. I expect better from you. Stupid comment. How you gonna know how good a player be if him not play football? So that means, listen to this now, Jason Guna. That means, nothing is wrong. If Steve McLaren call on baller from down at Chilande, when they are playing football, Steve McLaren a part of the team play some kind of league as a county national team. Because that's what I say no. See, the fact to put here is knowing the player personally. Jason gonna explain this. Madness, you just that type of guy. Total madness. Crap.
No, listen, you're not understanding the comment then, because what I'm saying is, if the argument is to be made, right, about his minutes played, I'm saying it makes no logical sense for him to be in the team. I'm actually agreeing with you, you know.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with you. I am saying it clearly must have been some other metric used by the coach to pick the player. And
Jason, there's no metric here.
No, I'm saying I don't want to speak for the coach, but I'm saying the coach could never come on a program or go in a press conference and tell anybody that he picked Hayden based off of him playing, because we can all do the research and see that he's not playing, he's just training with under 23s. So I'm saying it must be something else why he would have.
And Jason, to add to that, the only other metric that I would use as justification is just the sheer quality of Isaac Hayden and the lack of quality that we have in the midfield. You get me? I say
no, Presser.
What am I saying on MG?
Presser. You cannot say sheer quality when you don't see him playing. Because what you have in your listen to me, son. What you have in your mind of what he did back then is not the same. No, it's a total different person. Right now, me don't even know if him look fat.
All right, me get what I say, but let's assume that the man slim and him then a sharp fitness. You see, because he's still a professional player at the highest level, you know. So I would have an expectancy that as a professional, he might train still. You see me? But what I'm saying, if you look at the past Isaac Hayden in terms of the profile and the quality of the player,
you can't use that. You can't use that. All right. Somebody put a comment.
MG, listen.
Hold on. So may I read a comment, show now? Isaac Hayden has played 2,600 minutes in 4 years. That equates to 28 games in 4 years. 28 games is less in one season. That's not even one season of 4 years. And these are not consistent. But let's move away. We cannot use what having our head say, boy, because him did do this at that point in time. It just all kick back like that. That's not how football operates.
MG, let me give you a good example. Mason Greenwood stopped playing football for 18 months. Went to Getafe, started up. In those 18 months, I don't think Mason Greenwood was even training with United or anything like that. He just stepped on him on.
United.
No, in the 18 months, he wasn't in and around United.
He wasn't allowed to go to the ground.
I'm having personal trainer.
Yes, so I said, just like how Greenwood could have had his personal trainer and go light up Getafe to the point where he may eventually get a move to Marseille, whilst other clubs were interested. I'm making the case for Hayden that, you know, that could be the case for Isaac Hayden as well. That him coming at the 2 games and him perform well because of his sheer quality. We question the quality of Mason Greenwood after 18 months as to whether or not, you know, him could have provided something to Getafe, in which he was one of the best young players in La Liga that season, and he was out of football for 18 months.
Listen to this now. There's a difference with a player at the latter stage of their career versus a player at the start of their career. Vastly different. Mindset is totally different. And I agree, that's a very, very good point. Extremely good point. But a player starting his career, looking to reignite his career at a young stage versus a player at the end of his career, an injury-prone player at the end of his career. Two different mindset. And we know the levels where the young Mason Greenwood hit versus how long ago since Isaac Hayden hit that level there when they at Newcastle. He hasn't hit that level in years. So if that is the case, why not hit the level during the time period there in the 4 years since him not play? The last time he played for Newcastle was in 2021. Why he hasn't hit that level since then?
Yeah, I think also what this shows more than anything to me is we need to improve the pool, because if a coach can come in and base the selection of a player on the quality that he showed at one time in his career over players that are playing day in, day out now, then I think it's more a detriment on the talent pool that we have on offer in the midfield area. And I think I said it in a program that I made, saying, this decision, really and truly, you cannot use any footballing thing to make sense of it.
Yeah,
there's no explanation if you're talking football. The explanation is simply, the players that he has seen that are playing more minutes in those roles, he thinks that we can do better with a player that isn't really playing that much, just based on the quality levels he has attained in his career, not necessarily what he's doing right now. And I think we should look in the mirror more than anything, because if the situation was different and we had players, a coach would never do this.
All right. So here now. The situation everybody asks now is, so I'm gonna move on from Isaac Hayden. For me personally, I want him to share me. As a Sherman Scott say, share me. Come put in a man of the match performance and share me. That's what I want, because him doing that, it means that we did extremely well from my perspective. But with all logic put on the table, his selection makes no sense.
And to be honest, MG, Hayden might be the most glaring one with this type of issue. But let's not act like he's the only player in this squad that not playing that much minutes or even minutes at all.
It's not. Because even we look on Casey, Kera Anderson not playing a lot.
I wouldn't even put Anderson in that boat, because at least him play more than so. I'm more so referring to Kahim and Damari Gray. They're not
Damari Gray
right now.
I think when last Damari Gray play a game?
Damari Gray's last game was for us. He hasn't played since.
No, that is high questionable. No, at least we can say, boy, Kaima come off our bench, come get him 1 and 2 little minutes.
When the last time he came off the bench was in the football trophy. I think Leroy Smart went to the game and sent some footage back and everything, and he didn't get to go on in that one, but the one before that he came on. So I don't. You need to check and see when last Kahim played as well. I don't think.
No, man, I look on it. The last time he played versus Chelsea in the U21. He was on the bench versus Southern, and he was on the team last weekend gone. He wasn't on the team last weekend gone. So Kyle Dixon is most definitely another question raiser. No, he what the thing about it now. Personally, I gotta say this is bias. Here me I look at. We have, and for me, this is how me look on football. We have a team that we say we want go to the World Cup. But is it just this World Cup we hyper focus on? My problem here is, at least we know, say, Kyle Dixon in and around the first team, I'm a play for you 2023, I'm in and around the first team, I train the first team. At least we have evidence of that. And we have evidence of Kera Anderson coming off 1 and 2 times, coming off the bench and playing some minutes. Now, listen to this. We're talking about 20-year-old versus, even if we throw Damari Gray in the mix, I could throw Damari Gray in the mix. Even if we throw Damari Gray in the mix, Damari Gray how much now? About 27, 26? We know the levels what Damari Gray can hit. We understand. Give me agree at 28. If we said no, what because them not playing none at all, we could show them one side and bring in some other players who are play probably 30-year-old, 3 more 30-year-old, this, that rated. And then now, fine, we'll make it work up. What about the continuity aspect of it? I understand. People are going to you can cost me all once, the boy biases or that. At least we have evidence that this man I trained with the first team, in and around the first team, come out and then 1 and 2 times, even for one time.
But hear this out now, MG. Can you talk about the future? Why is it that whenever we find a player that is a younger player, right, and we put him in the team and he's doing well and he, people, it's great. Dixon has done his thing for Jamaica, right? He goes back and he's kind of in a state right now where he's trying to find his way with his new club. And that's fine. It's going to take some time sometimes. We have other players, that are young, that have gone overseas and are doing well, You have Kenroy Campbell. You have Shaquan Satchwell. So
Satchwell is doing real well.
A lot of times, people just assume if you said Dixon had to be in the team, yeah, fight the ball. But there are other ballers too.
Yeah, other ballers. Let me tell you.
The savior, why it have to be only Dixon? There are
Let
other
me tell you a baller mentioned last night. There's a baller mentioned last night. Dante Casanova. Dante Casanova so far this season make about 4 or 5 bench appearances for Tottenham Hotspur. And this is a player who played free already. Cover was playing really, really well. Mackay Welch, still doing as well. These players, I 100% believe, need to get a look in. And for me, because I will always defend youth players over senior experienced players. Always. Because I believe the youth players are potentially who you might need a year or 2 years from now. Versus a senior player with upon the end of their career. And let me tell you something, people. Let's say if we don't know about football, if we don't know footballers, motivations are different between players at the end of their career versus players at the start of their career. Motivations are very, very different. Some are motivated by the financial aspect of it. Some are motivated by making a career. Very, very different. One might disagree. I have no problem. This is my opinion on the matter. These young players, if McLaren tomorrow turn and say, you know what, we don't need every ball over 25, I have no issue. Because by then now, I'm going to say, all right, this looks like McLaren, I think, about 2030, not just 2026. So even if I have a squad of 20, everybody under 25, and we stick with the squad there. We stick with that specific squad. We know, say, even if we don't make it to 2026, we have a higher chance of making it to 2030 based after how we have put a squad, a team together. Let me give you a good example. The Jamaica U17 team right now is a perfect example of that. It doesn't matter what happened right over. Dean Fraser said Casanova never played for us, but he have his passport, I know. Boy. Casanova
I think the context of the position matters as well. Kind of certain areas of the pitch, like Dixon area, we have a lot more players playing around the world, and they're young as well. Exactly. We don't have the same in midfield. I hear you call Cover name. That's a very good shout. I know he's playing right back right now, but we know he can play midfield too. So yeah, Cover I agree with.
And Casanova, Welch,
and Casanova as well as a defender. Converted from midfield to defense, but young player. We know he has his paper as well. So and the young man at Derby County as well, Dajan Brown.
And for me personally,
starting in that league. So yeah, I don't know how come we're not talking about these players.
There's one player I 100% would want to integrate into the senior team, Kobe Thomas. I want to integrate that youngster in our senior team 100%. Me say, all right, Kobe Thomas. Let me tell you something. The first time I see Kobe Thomas, I couldn't believe the level, the talent level of me I look on. I could not believe the first time when I see him with 2 years them. I went to the U20 training in 2022. A 2022 U20 player? I can't remember. I remember which. And Kobe Thomas was the best player on the park. Hands down, without a doubt, he was the best player. He just walk through the middle of the pitch. He was the best player. That time, what the player from Fulham name? What the youngster from Fulham name, man? We had the youngster from Chelsea, the youngster from Fulham. We have what players that come from. Even Lemby Keita was there. And I'm telling you, Kobe Thomas was the best player on the pitch. Just what the youngster play from Fulham midfield, man, from Fulham midfielder. Yeah, Splat. And you have one next one from Chelsea, the centre back. You have two names. You have like two last name. You have two last name. Yeah, man. Our centre back. Can you play for una U20s?
No, yeah, I don't remember by name.
Yeah, I never remember him. We have Tyler Roberts, Chad James was there, and as I said, Kobe Thomas was the best player. The next best player, I would have said, would have been Whisper. It would have been Kobe Thomas, Whisper, Malachi Douglas, and with the midfielder from JC. Midfielder from JC. My play Central. My play for Chicago Fires right now. You.
No, you attack.
Romy and Blake. They were the four. Bradley Morgan. Yeah, they were the four best players. What me see, and me I say Kobe Thomas stopped everybody. He was phenomenal. He was really good. So I would 100% want to see Kobe Thomas in a senior setup. No, for me, as I said, where Dixon come in, people are going to say, excuse me, I bring. The position that Dixon is playing is not as vital as the position of the midfielders. No, Dixon have Mikel Antonio in front time, the Mara Gray. So it doesn't matter which other young player come in. They have these players ahead of them. Leon Daly, Shamar Nicholson, Mikel Antonio, Ronaldo Cephas, Demar Gray. These players will be in front of them. Leon Daly not going anywhere now. Mikel Antonio not going anywhere now. Boza not going anywhere now. Demar Gray not going anywhere now. So that's four attackers. Cephas, but Cephas are 24 years old. Cephas not going anywhere. And Cephas are actually, right at this moment, Cephas are probably Imam Mikel Antonio, the most informed attackers we have at this moment. And probably we know what is that our forward line could be a problem. We could be in some problem.
Let me say this, MG, right? In terms of the youngsters. I want people to understand this. And it's not a bad thing surrounding the youngsters, but if you look at other countries, right? Yeah, I know say Jamaica will have a big player pool compared to other countries. But I'm not of the opinion or notion that every player could get a look in. You get me? I say? I mean, coaches have profiled a players so them tend to go for, and maybe there are some players out there where a coach will want to invite and take a closer look at them. But there are some players out there where some coaches just look at and say, you know what, you're not fit the profile, saying you're not going to get a look in at least if I'm the coach. You get me? I say, whilst the other coach will come in and say, oh, I kind of like you as a player, so me take in. You see me? I say, so I don't believe like a lot of these players are, when I say I'm not going to ever be good enough, but I don't think, and I know everybody are going to just get a look in like that. You get me? I say, because from the fans' perspective, we all have favorites, we all think so this a player good enough, rare. But sometimes the coaches don't really look at it that way. You know what I mean?
Good point. All right, so I'm gonna move now to Mikel Antonio. We already touched on the forward line. Mikel Antonio, Jano Star. Hey, not scoring a goal in a but boy. Rough.
I mean, I don't like seeing him score a goal for Jamaica anyway, so.
Eh?
I don't like seeing him score for that much. So.
Yeah, him. Well, last he scored for Jamaica. And he scored against Honduras, man. Yeah, he scored against
penalty.
A penalty score? Oh boy. Yeah.
The thing with Antonio this season we're worrying is that he's, you know, even though he's not like predominantly a goal scorer, West Ham they've been bad this season. So, you know, it kind of weigh on Mikel Antonio as well. And you know, if you look at Mikel Antonio last season, you know, even though him not score enough goal last season, he still looked a better player compared to now. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's a concerning thing with Antonio.
Jesse, you have any concern about Antonio? That just gone. Just him, all right, one, I have to say, in presence is a thing. It actually matters. His presence is a thing. But putting the ball in back in it, that's also a bigger thing. That is definitely a bigger thing. Most informed striker is actually Ronaldo Cephas. So putting the ball in the back in it is going to be a big problem for us.
But MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm jumping. Sorry if I jump in. So, what I noticed so far, even with West Ham, MG, because if you West Ham playing, them play with two up front, with him and Bowen. And Bowen play half time. That's why Bowen scores so much goal and people don't notice, Mikel Antonio best attributes is holding up play and playing ball to his fellow striker and winger. Like how Inter Milan they play with Thuram and Martinez. So like how we're bringing back Bailey to the squad. I'm not sure if I'm gonna start, but we're bringing Bailey. We have Gray, same way. Me personally want to see if us to start, right? So and like when Informer just say MG, me think Antonio best attribute in the game is holding up the ball and putting them into play. And if them can get across into him or anything like that, then he can capitalize on it. You see me? But me feel same in biggest impact MG is holding up play and bringing in the wingers. I'm not sure if you agree with me still, But obviously we need to strike a score goal. Obviously we need to strike a score goal in the boat. If I want to strike at the MG, me never ever see him as the 20 season ago striker there. Me see him more as like how Firmino used to play for Liverpool. Like rough, robust, easy for me, true ball to the winger, them little kind of way there. My concern now with the attack MG, our winger them for the past couple of games, everybody might not agree, but I want more from them MG. I want pace from them, I want skills from them. I not get that. I get whole heap of pass into midfield, turn back pass into midfield. So I don't know if I have confidence, especially Demar Gray. I don't know if I'm confident. I know he can do it MG, but he not take on nobody. Nobody, that's my concern. So even if Antonio play roll up the play and play them in, I not see confidence if he beat a player,
That's a really good concern, and I think, as I said, I think confidence have a lot to do with it. And this is what happens when you bring players in a team where are not in form. You'll find a lot of that. You get a lot of that. But sometimes you just take one little something just happen to change it, the aspect of it. We're gonna touch on Demar Gray. Now playing a ball. That is worrying for me. When he come back, we're going to see one round face Demar Gray. Why? I don't know. I don't know. Press, you worry about that? So,
Demar Gray fan?
Yes.
No, sir. A lot of the players out of form right now in the MG, you see me I say? Especially in that attacking forefront. I mean, since this year, in the earlier stages of the competition, before the new format and everything, you have a lot of players who did enough form. You see me I say? Even though Bill never had play for Jamaica, at least club-wise in the on form. So in case in that go come forward and play him on form, you see me, Demar Gray did on form, Antonio did that chip in with some goals here and there. You see me I say? Bobby did on form for Fulham as well. So I read one article before the squad selection that Demar did pick up a local muscle injury now. You see me? So I don't know him stay with that still are coming to the 2 games.
Good point. But I don't like a team with so much players out of form are not playing.
And if you look at USA as well, a lot of their players are in form, especially the attacking players.
Exactly.
Just say that.
Jesus, please.
The only player attacking wise.
Jonathan David. No. I Canada play for
Canada. The only player for Jamaica in a form is actually, you could say, Nicholson and Cephas.
MG, them have this youth. If you don't know this youth named Tillman, you play for Ajax. The man in a wicked goal scoring form. Yeah, whole heap of them play. The other one on him, I think he play for. Enough of them in the Dutch league. I remember if Aaronson or something like that in him. But them have good for strikers in farm, MG. That's my problem. Me honestly not that worried about defense. Me kind of want to move away a little bit from the defense. Maybe me just spoil MG and I love the whole attacking thing. But I'm worried about scoring against USA more than keeping them out. That me I worry about.
I think them are going to score.
So how we are going to score? You see me?
That is. And we have so much money out of farm. So a lot of persons, Norman Campbell is not in the team for personal reasons. That's why Norman Campbell is not in the team. Yeah, people, personal reasons. So we can put the Norman Campbell question aside now. He's not in the team because of personal reasons. So we can put the Norman Campbell question on one side. So people ask me, so isn't Jamaica have more better players currently? The thing is, no, people, only if you understand this. Think about this, right? So every time the coach call a squad, and we are going for players where every time he call a squad, he have 23 different names. How can you be successful like that? I know people in the comment section. You have more people in the comment section just bring up some whole name. So this is somebody that can get called. Why the person can get called? Why this a person that can get called? Why the person? And me understand that. See now, Nitro asked about Flemings. A year or 2 years ago, Nitro, the same person said don't want to back Flemings in our team. But no one asked the Flemings. See, you see how football see?
MG, and that take MG, I agree with it because even yesterday we had an argument with somebody, me and somebody was talking about the squad, and he was talking about certain players. As we all know, as Pressa did say earlier, we all have an opinion on who we will like or dislike and who we want to see, right? There's always good to add new additions, but how much person I want usual squad MG?
23.
The number 23, all right? Me have a problem if at 15 I see him and I come back every single time. Unless they're like injured or whatever. You can't always change around that extra 6-7, MG. You know, I'm on the farm. Yeah, man, carry me in. This man are different, well, carry me in. Me not have a problem with that. But if you every time 15 new player, you can't get no consistency. You can't get no consistency. You can't get no consistency. Yeah, man.
Nitro, you see, Nitro, me can go back to the last time Junior Flemings played for Jamaica. And I can refill back the comment. How much persons did I say? Junior Flemings should not play for Jamaica again. Junior Flemings this, especially when Junior Flemings make the move go down the French league, and then now and things don't work out and they move again. People are saying never ready enough, this, that, rated, this, that, whatever. CM Reggae Boyz fan. Now, a couple of years later, when Junior Fleming start play some good football and start play well, we start asking because when might see somebody when feel like it, why I don't want this somebody in our team. That happen now, you know. That is what's happening right now. That you realize what's going on, you know. And guess what gonna happen now? Say, listen to this now. Say, it's much person, one person asked it, why Flemings not have in our team over Dixon. So let's say we go to boom and drop Dixon. And 2 years down the line, Dixon start tear up down in the League One. Tear up down there, start scoring per goal. Then now we have a man in our squad where just start going in our squad. People say, why Dixon in our squad? Dixon are going so good, down so. And then I see in person when I say no, I say no, we know. No, we know. Same person wants to know, so boy, then this a man in our squad over that the man rated. But 2 years down the line, when that the man is when the same man is no in our squad, start to do well. They must say, oh, they're in our squad. This is just general fandom. J-Ross, you can talk all you want in J-Ross. Nitro and J-Ross, you can talk all you want. You know, you can talk all you want. You can call me disingenuous from now till next year. You see, the thing is, I've seen that comment section over, since we started this show you, I've seen people mention over about 10 names. About 10 names. Or people say, why this a person in the squad? That the person in the squad. And worst part about it is, a 1 and 2 players, them say this a person enough in a squad. How is it that no say them are great enough in a squad? Them are great
And
enough.
MG, you see the thing is when people say who for the nice squad, etc., you have to look at it from the perspective in which who are they going to replace, and if they're going to replace them, will they be better than them? You get me? I say?
No, but I look at this now. Watch at this now. No, right at this present moment, they must say why this squad over Campbell? Why they couldn't say why them are great in a squad over Campbell? Oh, you just say because them are great have done well for us so far. Him get a leeway. No, that's not the case. Them are great not playing football for about a couple of weeks. Well, no. For a couple of weeks, well, no, them are great. So why not use him? Are you afraid if you say that in the comment section, people are going to go at you? You see?
Well, the thing with the them are great thing, MG, as when I just said, Gray have kind of credit in our bank. You get me? I say, so
I don't dispute that. I do not.
If you are going, when you look at it, right, in terms of how national teams are picked, you'll have some players who them have enough credit in the bank and enough experience as a player that you give them enough trust to kind of find back them feet in terms of finding form. You know, you see that at the club level, you see that at the international level. No, them are agree. In recent times, him not play much football. Him play 3 games or 4 for him team so far this season. Play some games with Jamaica. Hasn't been good, but still the coach would have probably have that trust within him that in one game or so, by the snap of a finger, him can score a goal or get an assist or play or have an overall good game. I get me as a compared to a Kaim Dixon who, you know, give him that trust as yet for play, you know, even 60 minutes or 90 minutes, especially against certain opponents. So when you say replace Kaim Dixon, you're thinking about maybe like a Norman Campbell or a Jamal Lowe. Isn't it because they have more experience? I'm not going to say them play better than Dixon for Jamaica. I mean, they've had better performances. You get me? I say, but those are the replacements that we have to talk about. So unless you have a player that is predominantly better than a Demari Gray, then you would have dropped him. Isn't it? I say, however,
all right. So let me look at this way. Fine, credit in the bank.
Yeah.
How much will that help us on the pitch when the game starts, when we whistle blow?
Well, it's not so much the credit in the bank again. It's again by the snap of a finger. Can this player have a good game? You know, because he has that experience. You know, he's playing at the top level. He's a professional. So experience over time, it does come into play. You know, you might not depend on form, but because of your experience at the highest level and playing in some of these competitions, you know, you can find your feet as quickly in a game compared to a youngster where you just send him out if you kind of just show me where you get me. I say,
yeah. Me not say one better than the next. And that me I say no. I'm saying based off the context that DeMar Gray hasn't played for so long. Last time he played some football was when he played for us. So based off the facts he hasn't played so long, wouldn't there be a case for people to say, boy, because he not played so long, we now call him as well. The coach for call him as well.
Well, you can make the case for some players, but not. It depends on the player. Isn't it? I say, like, Harry Maguire for England. Harry Maguire never used to play enough game for United, but Southgate still got him, even though he did have centre backs like Tomori who they win the league with AC Milan. He did have other players who did play consistently, but Harry Maguire always gave good performances for England, you know. So that's one player. Even though he never play much games for United, him still get selected. You know, when Jordan Henderson, well, he's not really the night team now, but when him did go over the side the first time, he did still get 1 and 2 call up. You know what I mean? So you always have 1 and 2 players where I guess even if them run out of credit, you know, the next month coaches will still pick them because of that trust and that experience, you know, unless them have somebody better out there. And some coaches, even if them have a man better out there, them not select them for some reason. You see me I say? Some coaches stay so. So if the Jamaican fans show one player better than them are great right now in a form, some coaches not really business about that for some reason. You know, and this is why when you go in a press conferences, people need to ask the coach, okay, here's a player that is on form. Why wasn't he selected over them I agree who isn't on form, you know? We cannot make them question, they go to waste and we'll pass them up, you know, but we have to put the coach in a position where we have to answer some of them questions.
Yeah. And that's a good question. But people are in the comment section, you know, sometimes many football supporters sometimes wonder, the reason where they're fret, reason weird. But anyways, as it stand, let me see which player will reach now. Which player will reach? See first.
And before I move on as well, MG, the one thing I will say, even though we did select Demari Gray, I would say the coach must start Cephas over Gray. Because one thing for not playing football and you get selected and we can look past that and say, all right, you have credit in the bank for the goals we scored at the past, but recent performances show say not perform well compared to a player who's performing for his club. You get me? And every minute him come on, him kind of shows him can provide something to the team. So I think Cephas must start over him.
Shake your hand, bro. Shake your hand. Yes, man. Me need Gray on the left, Cephas on the right, and Antonio play as supply them. That are my front three.
So,
sorry. Bailey, me mean. Bailey, me tell you.
Oh, it's Cephas on the left, Bailey on the right.
Yes. Antonio and Gray have to sit down to me.
From so far for Cephas, where Cephas is concerned, last couple of games they has played, they have scored. Last 4 games, scored 3 goals in the last 4 games. All right, so
yeah, man.
So never played at this one when he just returned to the team. No, he never play. Good. So last 4 games for club, Cephas has played and scored 3 goals in his last 4 appearances. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. And actually, that's really, really, really good numbers. That's very, very good numbers where that is concerned. I can't deny that for me, I think where consistency is concerned, if we want to go in one game where everybody in farm or like the team we play against is a quality team, we need people who start to in farm and go them match sharp. So no, nobody will start slow. No, we need people who go at it 100% from minute 1. Next up we have is Romario Williams, a player. You know the player was a strange player because for some reason I can't really recall him having really a bad game for us. He not really have bad game for us, really and truly. He's not a prolific goal scorer, though. Not gonna lie, he's not a prolific goal scorer, but he tend to give you a performance. What are your thoughts, Professor?
Yeah, I love Romario Williams. Always been solid for Jamaica in terms of hold up play. Something we do well with, and him always provide that, And in the last game against Nicaragua, I'm really impressed by him play, Not just the goal him score. I wouldn't take the goal from again. You remember? And even same thing the goal. He just make sure say going actually. You see me I say, but him other than the goal, him overall game did good in that game. You see me I say, I do want him to start against Andreas as well because yes, some players can play if them not there in a form, but come on, man. If a man there in a form and him scoring a one game, give me next game and make you run out, man. You see me? But no, say Mikel Antonio never play because of the surface of the pitch, but still, there's not enough justification where McLaren can or could have provided to me as to why I'm start Mikel against Honduras. You can't just play because you're playing a Premier them thing there. I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I think he has done well. Me not see no reason.
I'm not sure, say, which last game in the turbo?
Who's in the turbo?
Not sure. Say last game.
The last game he played was Honduras, no?
Yeah, but no, the last game was Honduras.
Exactly. I think he was good in that game.
But he only played 8 minutes. Finish out the game. So, but what? No, some of them people have
yes, agenda MG.
That's some more agenda-wise. 8 minutes in play last game versus Honduras.
MG, me hear some people that say Antonio in Ghana. How true is that?
So what?
Antonio is in Africa.
Yeah, man, in there for Ghana. I have an academy over there.
Minute. Never go. So them say Antonio out for the Jamaica versus USA game.
That's confirmed?
No.
Yeah, man, you remember some of a suspension?
Have a suspension?
Yeah, the yellow card.
Okay.
Respect for that. Respect for the info, bro.
Yeah.
So where front three look now, MG?
Same in there for Ghana.
Where front three look now? We have to start Williams then.
That one, Nicholson start one.
Start.
Nicholson.
What? Yeah, I forget about the boss.
Yeah. All right. For me, as I said, still, me not issued Williams. Me not issued Williams. None at all. I mean, I can't say, boy, me see him do this or do that. Or me can't say, boy, this out. All right. One. A game when we play against Nicaragua, I score a goal. Get a 7.5 match ratings. 3 shot, 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target. He missed 1 chance, yeah. He wasn't bad. Passing accuracy 83%. That's actually really good for a Jamaican. Long pass completed through at 300%. Yeah, he didn't do well. Defensive work as well. Ground duels 36%. Aerial duels 50%. Ball recovery 2. Interception 1. Shots block 1. Yeah, these are actually good, very good numbers. Actually, 7.5 is actually a very good number. So, me can't complain. Complain about Williams, none at all. So, he has been good. Next up is Shamar Nicholson. What's happening with Boza?
Since him did ask for a break in the last international break, for him club him perform well so far. You get me? I say there was one specific game him did come off of the bench, him score another game. There was another game, I think him did score a double, So hasn't been bad in terms of last couple games. Last 5 games, let me see. So all right, so the last couple games, let me see now. Some of a game with an 8.9 match rating, scored 2 goals. Some of a game with 5.8, 6.3. There was a 6.1 game. There was a 7.3. So in play, so there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the last 7 games in play 5 out of the last 7, and him score 3 goals. Yeah. So the last 7 games in play 5 and score 3 goals. So not bad from him. And out of those 5 games, he had a 8.9 match rating and 7.3. And again, in the last break, in the last international window, he did ask the coach for a break to kind of get up to full fitness and whatever the case is. So, I'm not gonna say I'm coming at the best of form, but 3 goal contribution in 5 games is not bad from Nicholson.
So
3 goal contribution are goals.
3 goals.
Yeah, goals. But contributions there, right?
Contribution include assists.
All right, so 3 goals there.
Yeah. Yes, all
right. You have funny thing about it now. For me, the other day, Shaman Nicholson was promoting something on him TikTok page, right? And did a TikTok live.
Before you go further, I want to not talk about that. Because me was going on what me say, me not shoot my head post because me never hear from my own ears. You see me?
I make it then. I make it see.
But me hear.
I want to make it see. I want to make that stay. Because I feel like that will cause some problems.
Yeah.
And it too close to the game for do that. And him already in a squad, then we don't want cause now.
Yeah, I'm going to start see. So we don't want.
Yeah, and I'm going to start. What me that say? Maybe if me remember after the 2 games based off of how well we do, me bring it up. Maybe. Just maybe. Now make that say. People, as me can say, people, it don't look good. That's how me can tell you. It don't look good. Me can move over from that then. So, Boza, so far, not the best of form, but he's doing fairly okay. He's doing fairly okay so far. Last player now is the return of Leon Bailey. Rankin, are you a ball? I know. What do you
think? Yes, man. Prodigal son returns. We have to be honest. He's not in the best of form. He's getting. Oh God, he's getting some stick as well from the Villa fans. The past couple of games he played, I wasn't impressed because I tried to watch all his games. I try to watch as much Jamaicans as possible. That's why I try to watch Brentford when I can as well to see Pinham. He's not in the best of form in MG. Goal scoring wise, assist wise, he look like he's down on confidence as well. I'm not sure about his fitness. He's moving normal to me. When he's playing, I don't think he's moving gingerly, but I think he's not yet at his absolute best. My personal thinking, I think he should start. Just because it just gives us something else. He brings 1 and 2 players with him. Yeah, and it's just sad that he's not coming in his best form. But I'm glad he's back. He should be back in the squad. As long as he's fit and at his best, he should always be here. When you two like the bag mix up and football we are deal with. So yeah, man, I want him to play, I want him to start with Cephas on the wings. So yeah, man, I'm happy he's back. Trust me. Long may it continue.
All right. Presser.
Yeah, enough beating me get for Bailey still, no, cause I go against the people them, you see me? But very busy about the beating. And I'm glad to see him get back into the team. You know, not on the best of form, and funny enough, people, I have a bridge in America support the US men's national team, and him text me yesterday no MG and him say, how it look when the man that upon farm and all of a sudden he want to come play for Jamaica, you see me? Sometimes say, boy, even know somebody could just leave it at that. But in terms of Bailey, you know, there's a new coach in Steve McLaren. You know, oftentimes when players get new coaches, you know, they tend to can get the best out of them because them have to prove something. You get me? I say we've seen it countless times where you know players not performing well and get a new coach, and for a period of time him start with a good and whatever the case is. In terms of the good thing again is it's an international break. Maybe this can help Bailey to get back on form for Villa. Listen, you know, coming to Jamaica for the first game and have some jerk chicken, go on. Well, I'm not telling you if you're gonna party and thing, but you're just a different here. You get me? I say a different atmosphere. You know, you see a family, whatever the case is. You know, for the local 2 weeks where you're away from Aston Villa, you can just shape your mind in a different way. You know what I mean? And maybe if him get a goal, I think a goal for Bailey, especially a good quality goal, can help him confidence. You see me? I say so. I look forward to him. I go to the National Stadium and that way as well.
All right, good. For me personally,
well, MG, before you start, Pressa, I think he should start.
No, definitely. Nobody better than him right now. I mean, how much other people they farm right now? So, him have to start, and the way the coach talk about him, more than likely he might start. You know. Yeah, man, I mean, listen. You know the reason why Bailey have to start for me, but no, I'm not on the best of form for Aston Villa now. But Bailey, all the Jamaican fans a lot. You get me? I say. Because for one, when we played the semi-final against the US men's national team, the interview did come up before that game, right? Or could have been US? I don't think it was. I'm not gonna say it wasn't a distraction because whenever they're in the camp, but when you do something like that, the fans are gonna feel away. You get me? I say. So, you know, that kind of did never make the fans seem in a good light in terms of when the interview was released, and people say, "Oh, JF released it then, but still, you know, we kind of put it down to Bailey in terms of the things that he said. You can't leave certain things you can't leave open to interpretation because everybody's different, you know. Obviously, the Leon Bailey fans will say, yo, I know what that you mean. The people that want to really support him like that are going to say, what this you mean, and then you have the middle people are going to try to be balanced. They get me, I say? So, performance-wise, he have a lot to give Jamaica, especially after the back of one statement, remember, him make against after the Canada game, where him say, yo, whenever I play for Jamaica, them lose like 3 games or so. You see me, I say? Which I don't feel like he has been the X factor in majority of those games in which we have won or drawn. You know what I mean? So he have a lot, people. He have a lot to prove to the Jamaican fans, especially at the national stadium. You know.
But watch me now.
Listen, you need to have a decent game. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, man. That's what I said. This is what I'm going to put at you now. We know that he's not in the best of form, probably not even 100% fit, right? Let's say he starts. God forbid he has an awful performance, right? Don't you think the backlash from the fans is going to be worse?
Yeah. You see the fans them were absence like me and you and enough other people. We are going to assess it and say, you know what, he's not on the best of form, so we understand. See me?
Most of Jamaica fans they're really pre-objective. We're pre-emotional. Right? Yeah. So you shouldn't come back. Ray.
Don't call him back.
But me get right at the pressure. Me just put that to you still. MG, talk it.
Yeah, the backlash I could be no. So me just pray to God say him have a good enough performance. So that not amazing me.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. First of all, people want we have about 20%. I was still like 100 likes. Why man, you know, first about video me about 300 likes already. Hey people, smash the like button, people. People, hit the like button. We could reach 100 likes on people, please. No, Liam Bill is it last discussion point we're going to touch on because really and truly I last play this. Very strange one, me have to say. Because one, possible your talent is concerned. Bailey, Ethan, Pinnock, and Blake. Them up there. Where talent is concerned. So we need them. We need these players. The problem here is very, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate that the moment him come is the time when him got you one bad patch with both Villa fans and in the edge with the Jamaican fan base. Now, if he has a really good performance, he's going to win back some of the Jamaican supporters, and the Villa fans are going to look into and say, hopefully he can carry that come to Villa after the international break. On the flip side, if Leon Bailey, based off all what happened recently, come at Jamaica, especially worst case, in front of the fans, them this, fans are going to come out for this game, This is in front of the supporters. Does not put in a good performance. I can tell you, the Jamaican supporters, you have a lot of them just waiting on the moment for him to start lambasting. I mean, I tell us them all bash him. Them all bash him. So, as Pressa said, I pray and hope with him having a good performance, it's going to mean something good for us because he's likely to win a game. I hope saying come give one of the best performance when ever drop for Aston Villa. Come give with that in front of the Jamaican support base. And I can tell you, he might go be celebrated highly like the second coming after that the game there.
I'm telling
you. Fans, me always say this, fans forget easy, No matter how they hate you in the MG, put on good performance, man. You're good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Of course, let's players will play bad and then play a game in which enough people look forward to win that game there. Especially like what USA, you see me? Be the forward and play a good night 2 game, score 3 goals and have 2 assists. Man, I buy my drink a morning. You see me?
Let me tell you, Jamaica, as I said, Jamaican fans, we operate off our emotions now. Listen to this, right?
Very much.
Exactly. Casey Palmer had a bad game in the last game we play, right? Really, really bad game. But nobody remember that, See, anytime players like Damien Lowe, Andre Blake, Ethan Pinnock, I see say you're vital to your team, you're important to your team. Andre Blake, Antonio, Bailey, Gray, whenever any one of these players have a bad game for the team, it is marked upon them forehead. It is marked all over social media. So these players technically cannot afford to drop them levels. No point in all. But this time around, I can tell you, for this game, all eyes will be on Leon Bailey. So I'm thinking pressure turn up yet? I know it will turn up. So, Irof, anyways, we'll close off now. Pressa, you have any closing thoughts? What do you think about this?
See, man, they must say start Dixon for Bailey. I disagree with that.
No, sir. Bailey have to start.
Yeah.
Bailey have to
my
start.
big experience. So, I game the not for start. But in terms of
Bailey the better player overall.
Yeah, that's as well. But in terms of final thoughts, I just wish the board them well against USA. It's a revenge game for me. I think we must still take full opportunity of the home game at first. Fans are definitely there at the stadium, just get behind the players. And I want to more the fans them though. Whenever the man them have the ball, encourage man them to shoot. You see me I say? Ball out the word shoot. Yeah man, they shoot the ball. You see me I say? Because I see that enough time in the Premier where I want to say, the crowd I say, shoot. Because sometimes the team them have build up good night playing, but them not shoot. You see me? And then every time I can just get into the 18-yard box like that. So test the keeper as well. And more than likely, I'm not turn out to play with really good still. And this thing I'm not like with the Jamaican national team. It's like we don't take full advantage of the pitch. We always say, the pitch not good rare. I understand that. But we must know the pitch more than any other team we play there. You get me? I say? Because of full home ground that, Right now, I tell the man them we deal with the pitch. Mash up the pitch look a bit and tell the player them is secret behind the pitch and the good surface and you play here the way you play.
You can't. Must say, our players, I know, they may pitch and a back play. The man they used to pristine pitch. So if you mash up pitch, you mash up yourself.
No, that too, isn't me. But then again, the away team them tend for company bad pitch and play good, so.
Yeah, well, true. Ranking. You have anything closing statement?
Yeah, man. We always a cheer on Jamaica, no matter why MG. At the end of the day, we might have different club who follow different player we like, but the whole of we are Jamaican. So, we just want a good performance, MG. Preferably the win, because we don't want half year go to USA if we go win. You understand? So, yeah man, we definitely want to get the win. a good performance, but I love that MG.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these players coming back in, we just want them to just perform well. The fans need to come out. This is me calling out to the fans. As Pressa say, home advantage is a big thing. We talk about it in a schoolboy football, we talk about it in a club football. Home advantage. It's in him advantage for a reason. Let us use it. Make we show it. If we boo USA, we boo them. We cheer on all little tackle. MG cheer on the players, make them feel say we did it. Because it builds pressure and it builds confidence. You understand? So all the best to them and them. I like the squad personally. Coach just put out the right players out there, and then we just support whoever out there. You understand? Yeah, we definitely will do a watch along for that, but that's for another time. Big up MG.
Yes, 100%. You're going to know people. For me said more than enough already. And may I make it clear, Isaac Hayden definitely have to go prove me wrong. Because that's the position of vital. And if we're going to move Latibody out of the position to put in Isaac Hayden, he must have to come give us something pristine. And then now for him to play over John Russell, who is in form at this present moment, he must give you something pristine. I am here now. I'm here to we can come back and apologize if he come and give one 10 out of 10 performance. I'm going to come and apologize and said I was wrong. I'm not free for it. You can call me whatever you want to call me. I'm not free for it. Me no problem in doing that. Me not have none. So, but overall, decent squad. Probably one 6 out of 10. Probably one 6 out of 10. Solely because of midfield. If we have 3 more better midfielders. If me say Ravel, John Russell, Louis Baker, probably a 9 out of 10. Jesus, piece of squad that bad. Hey, you can imagine. Yo! Anyways. It's okay. We still have more videos to do, people. So look out for more videos on this thing. I don't know anything already. We have preview show come up sometime soon. I'm not sure when yet, but we could see it go. Big up on yourself.
I have a show later to people.
Yeah,
people, I have a show later night. So
what time? What time, Presser?
I don't even know, but we can just look out tweet in the night,
All right, so look out. So people
national team?
No, in just football in general. Most of the time, it's national team and 1 and 2 times different something.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So, anyway, big up on yourself, people. Smash that button. Big up again, Saudi Crest. Big up Jason Guna TV. Go and subscribe. Subscribe to Saudi Crest TV. Subscribe to Jason Guna TV. And subscribe to 433 Presser. Big up on yourself, people. Smash that button. People, so when I reach 100 likes, it's about that's how you go. So, anyways, big up on yourself, people. Smash that button. Hit subscribe button. Before we go, thank you very much again for tuning in. Now, I mean, massive respect, people. Soon again, MG Sports TV. We are out, people. God bless. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Now, I mean, boom, big up.